Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we did some 100 Acre Woods related stuff, and in this episode we're headed off to the next world that we haven't been to ever before, and it's a complete mystery, but that's all about to change. Of course, in order to get to it, we're going to have to warp to somewhere nearby, just to make the journey a little bit more convenient. We're going to warp to Agrabah, which is a pretty central point of the second ring of worlds. And from there, instead of going south like we did last time to Atlantica, we're going to take the north route and head off to the next world. So I'm going to cut ahead to us getting there. Alright, we've reached our destination. It's this pumpkin floaty head thingy. Halloween Town. This is a lot of people's favorite world. I like it quite a lot. I think it's one of the coolest worlds, for sure. It definitely has a different graphical look, which actually has a lot higher resolution than the others. They even give the enemies here an extra level of detail that isn't present in other worlds. Even if they're just enemies that you can find in other worlds, like search ghosts or shadows, you'll see that they actually give them an extra level of detail and texture. Although, because YouTube tends to blur things and they don't come out with as good quality as they should, especially through my my recording system, which isn't perfect. But, you know, it's better than a lot of things I could have used. You're not going to get the full effect. This sure is a spooky place. Oh, but the people here are scary looking too.
Don't worry, we look spooky too. If they scare us, we'll scare them right back.
You'll think so? So we're going to find out whether or not we're actually scarier than the residents of Halloween Town. So you actually get a costume change for this world. There are a few worlds where you will look slightly different, like in Atlantica you had Sora and his friends turn into sea creatures and stuff, and now we're all spooky looking. The one problem, though, of course, is that the Keyblade doesn't fit in very well, but it does fit at least better than the Crabclaw Keyblade. That doesn't matter right now, though. As you can see, these Heartless are actually pacifists. They're not fighting at all, and you can't actually fight them in exchange. They kind of just stand there spacing out. So what you have to do is walk around for a little while, and then you'll trigger a cutscene. Which is pretty cool, by the way.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington!
That's so epic. This is like one of the greatest entrances in the game. No, this has to be the most epic entrance of any character in the game. Jack Skellington. You know, I never actually watched this movie all the way through. I saw a little bit of it when I was a kid. Seemed pretty good, kind of quirky.
Hit at this year's Halloween.
Oh yeah, also the thing about that that guy there, the mayor of the town, he also has a face on the back of his head. There's like a smiling face and a sad face. It's actually a reference to two-faced politicians, so that's kind of clever, I suppose. Also, I just love the way he's animated. Like, for someone with like no pupils, and a pretty sparse face, he's one of the most expressive people in the game, Jack Skellington. It's pretty cool how they managed to do that. I definitely appreciate that level of artistry in character design. Even though technically they had his characters pre-existing, they rendered him very well in this world. Anyway, there's a little extra thing over here. There should be, yes, under these stairs, I believe these are Dalmatians. Yep. 67, 68, and 69. And up these stairs, there's just a strange thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that's supposed to do. It's this strange thing where you just pull that string, and I was quiet that way you could hear the screech. It doesn't do anything but that. It's just like this strange little interactive scream that happens whenever you pull the string. I don't understand it. But it's there, so I figured I might as well point it out. If that actually does anything at some point, feel free to mention it, because that's always confused me.
Was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense.
Oh, right, yeah, they were trying to get the Heartless to dance. Totally crazy.
Oh, I've got it. Why, of course.
The Heartless need a heart, then they wouldn't be called Heartless anymore. They'd be called, like, Heartful. Actually, there's a word for that. I think, believe it or not, the Kingdom Hearts universe, people who have hearts are called somebodies. As lame as it may sound, because they're like the opposite of a nobody. What's really stupid is nobodies apparently are the things that really don't have hearts. They're the empty shells of people. And the Heartless are the corrupted hearts of the people. And I think that's even made clear in this game to a certain degree. They're the corrupted hearts. That's why they turn into hearts when they're defeated.
You're really gonna unlock it for them?
Why not? If they succeed, we won't have to fight the Heartless, right? Besides, I want to see the Heartless dance too. Don't you?
Not really.
Yeah, wouldn't be all that worth it.
My, that was amazing.
That's a
and
giant,
you're-
musty old tome. That's a
Sora,
huge book.
well
Who's supposed to
done,
lift
Sora.
that? It looks
I'd
like that would
you
break
to be
Jack's
a part of
arms
this
off.
year's Halloween.
That small guy,
What's
like
this
in the
Heartless
professor,
doing
whatever his name is, can't remember.
Oh,
He definitely wouldn't be
Heartless
carrying
came
that
to
thing
town
around.
just
I just kind of
recently.
wonder how it
What's
got there.
frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me.
It's kind of a
So,
badass
the
thing to
doctor
say,
and I
like,
are
I
trying
can't
to
get them to
improve
dance
the
with me.
guidance
That's the
system.
frustrating thing is about these demons from a mysterious
He's
void
quite
out
a
to
genius.
consume all worlds. I can't get them
Okay,
to dance
doctor,
with
let's
me.
continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse.
Oh, that's freaky.
Emotion.
Terror?
Wait,
Fear.
where was emotion? I saw
Hope and
pulse.
despair.
But,
Mix them
whatever.
all together,
I guess frogs are both
we
pulse
have a
and
heart.
emotion. Of course, the moral of this world is yada yada yada. A heart is more than the sum of its ingredients. Also, I love the way the doctor says this next line, so I'm gonna be quiet so you can hear it.
It failed.
That's just awesome. I love how he says that. They should use that
Maybe
clip in like in
missing
more
some
things. It
ingredients.
failed.
Let's try adding memory.
Memory. Oh yeah, now we have to find some more ingredients ourselves.
Sally,
That's so freaky how he can just open his head and scratch his brain.
good for nothing girl.
Oh, I'm sure that's an allusion to some kind of that's some kind of allusion to some sort of weird phrase that has to do with
her down.
ugh,
No problem. Sora?
searching
Would you
one's
like to come
mind or
along?
something like that. I don't know. I'm having a ironically, I'm not remembering exactly what it is I'm supposed to be remembering right now. Anyway, you can bring Jack into your party. He's pretty cool, but like I said, we're gonna be using Donald and Goofy because that's just the way that things work. A lot of people prefer to use Jack and the different characters you meet because EXP still gets shared pretty evenly. But for stupid reasons that I mentioned earlier, we're just going to be using Goofy. Also, we just got a torn page. That might be the last torn page. I'm not certain. I think the torn page we collected from that drawer was just the last one.
Jack! Jack!
Can you guess what that major crisis is?
The Heartless
Yep.
are completely out of
And now he's
control.
switched his
We
heads,
can't
and
stop
I mean his
them.
faces. Or rather, his face is just
Maybe
turned
our
around.
experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry
Alright. Jack is very reassuring. So of course the Heartless are going to be active now, but that's not really going to be a problem. They are a little bit stronger. People who do Halloween Town first, before Atlantica, will likely run into a bit more trouble with these battles because of the higher level foes. But for us, we're going to be pretty evenly matched, so for the most part, there really shouldn't be much of a threat.
Here.
Now, I think we should be making our way to the graveyard at about this point. Oh, wait, Guillotine Gate is just a... No, Guillotine Gate. This is back where we... This is right where we started. Actually, from here we can switch out Goofy, so it isn't a total loss. It isn't a total loss. There we go. Because, like I said, we're going to be using Goofy. Even though Jack is pretty cool, I forget all the moves he has. I know he's one of the more useful, he's one of the more useful party members. Anyhow, we need to collect memory. It's kind of vague how they tell you you're supposed to find all these ingredients. Also, shadows can take a lot more hits now, is one thing I've noticed. It seems like the shadows are actually taking more attacks head-on than the search ghosts. The search ghosts are really weak. They do take less hits than shadows. That's really strange. Alright, back through here is the entrance to the graveyard, and it is where we have to go next, so let's just clear these buddies out of the way. See what I mean about the extra level of detail? Normally the shadows are just like a clear black color, but here they're a little bit more tinted, so they have like grayish frayed edges. They kind of look almost as if they were like stationary objects just covered in dust. That's kind of what they look like. Alright, so Sora's telling us to check this place out after we clear out the Heartless. So, let's clear out the Heartless. These things there has to be a more efficient way of taking these things down, because for small grunt enemies, like, they're not difficult, but they're annoying to defeat, and I'm sure there's a more quick way we can dispatch them. That being said, because I'm a melee person, I will just combo and finish my problems that way. Ooh, Oh, never mind. For a second I thought that was new Heartless. They're just search ghosts. I guess the new Heartless that start appearing in this world won't start appearing until a little bit later. Oh, never mind. Right now. White Knight. These things are a lot more complicated than they look. They're a lot more dangerous than they look. I'm going to explain more about them next episode when I actually have time. See you then.